Have you ever had the idea of just going through your old folders in your computer and discovering your old drawings, suddenly comparing them to the ones that you're doing right now, and realizing that you're just getting worse? I'm gonna tell you why. What's up guys, Lucas here. I'm a concept artist, illustrator and teller of truths, and this channel is all about destroying your art dreams, so if that's something that you're into, consider subscribing. First reason why your drawings are just getting worse. You're in love with your style. There are few things in this world that crush my artistic balls so much as somebody that hides behind his or her style to not draw anything else. Believe me, you're not tricking absolutely anyone. Any artist, any experienced artist out there knows the difference between I cannot draw that and I don't want to draw that. I think that the worst thing people like this can do is going to online platforms and seeing people that posted crap online and they were asking for feedback. So you go there and you tell them like, hey, you can actually improve in your values and here's the few things that you can improve in anatomy. And after you go through you give this person your time and your effort and you tell them like, yeah, all these things are the things that you can improve on.
No, sorry, that's my style.
I have had about enough.
You just wasted words on a person that didn't even want them from the start. They really wanted just praise and oh my god, I hate artists like that. I hate them. So because I don't want to just make a ranting video of hate and depression, I'm gonna give a time for each one of the points to tell you how you can just change that. And this one is really easy to change. You just have to forget that you have a style and learn how reality works, alright? You learn how reality functions at the start, and then you can just go and do your own things. The old motto of learn the rules to break the rules. Second reason why your drawings are getting worse. You don't have enough time for drawing. If I have discovered something in my own life, is that it's an issue of priorities. If you really want to improve at your drawing, instead of, watching Game of Thrones or instead of watching another video in YouTube, you will sit yourself and draw. You actually do have time. There is always, even if you're like a 2 jobs person that goes to the gym and sleeps 8 hours, you still have at least 8 hours a week that you can dedicate to whatever the hell you want. And if drawing or painting or being an artist is one of those priorities, you're gonna put it before watching another anime. So this one is really just a decision, but to be honest, I understand that it's super hard. It doesn't matter how many times you tell yourself like, yeah, drawing is my passion and drawing is my profession even. You still end up doing things that don't relate to drawing, and at the end of the day you end up not practicing. But it is very important, I think, to remember that drawing is just a skill like any other skill, and if you don't practice it, it's gonna go away. In fact, you should stop watching this video right now and just go to draw. But please don't do it because I need the views, alright? Third reason why your drawings are getting worse. You are worried of producing instead of practicing. With social media, we artists have fallen into the trap of we need to have a presence online, and we worry about that a lot, and you should, right? The problem is that when we worry just about producing and just about having a strong presence online and just throwing out paintings for people to see, we forget that 80% of what being an artist is not producing beautiful images, but doing ugly practice. Things that are not meant for anyone to see or appreciate. They are just things that you do for yourself to be able to learn. So yeah, in an era of social media and followers and likes, we forget that we have to practice and we have to reserve a time of our drawing activity to just draw drawings for ourselves. Fourth reason why your drawings are just getting worse. That is, your influences are f***ed up. What I mean with that is that choosing our influences can benefit or damage a lot our growth as artists or as anything. You can apply this to just your personal life. When you are choosing your influences, you have to be sure why you're following somebody, alright? For example, I could give the example of YouTube. If you're following an artist in YouTube, you have to differentiate why you're following that person. Is it because he or she is a very good artist and you want to learn from him or her? Or is it because it's an entertainer? So when you're starting out, you can maybe not know the difference between that, so you have to be really careful, especially when you're starting out and you don't notice that difference with who your influences are. And again, I'm saying that because it's something that happened to me also when I was a younger artist and I just discovered the art community online. I started following a bunch of people online in DeviantArt that I really thought they were amazing artists, and I really wanted to draw like them. So I spent a lot of effort and a lot of my time as a beginner artist trying to emulate these artists that now in retrospective I see them. They were artists that had already like a lot of bad habits, so I was learning those bad habits from the artists instead of focusing on the good ones. So I think that the only advice that I can give to people that are in that situation, because when I was younger I didn't know the difference between a good and a bad artist. I just saw cool art, is to, one, trust maybe more experienced artists. If you are in a school or something and you trust your art teachers because they probably are good, I hope, then try to look who their influences are or who do they recommend for you to be interested in. At the end of the day, of course, it's your decision who you are interested in. Just that I'm saying, try to choose, like pick and choose your influences when it's about learning from them. All right, if you want to just go and be entertained, then go ahead and, for example, watch this video. Who the fuck says that I am a good artist? But you're still watching this video, right? So maybe you should evaluate yourself and check, like, is this guy actually, does he know what the fuck is he talking about? Or maybe he's just bullshit. So double check, all right? Double check your influences. Fifth reason why your drawings are just getting worse. It's because you're a big fish in a small pond. This is a big one. Artists with a big ego makes me want to just like grab a Cintiq and in their face. If you only have friends around you that always praise your art and tell you how awesome of an artist you are, it's awesome, it's healthy that you have people around you like that, but also try to find the other side of the coin. Try to find people that can give you constructive criticism so that you can improve, because it is going to be really hard to always hear praise and praise and praise for your art and suddenly try to go for, I don't know, whatever. Let's say that you go to college or you try to go to present your portfolio, to go to a studio or whatever, and suddenly you're facing reality. So the best thing to avoid this is to have a healthy artistic community around you. And I know that not everyone has that. I know that I didn't have that when I was a kid. So the second best thing is try to go online, but don't settle yourself with DeviantArt, because now it's dead and you will have a really, really bad perception of the level of what artists can do. Try to go to ArtStation, alright? I find that right now ArtStation is the hub of art online. And if you really want to see what the best people around the whole world are doing right now, you will find it in ArtStation. So just go there. I think it is healthy for you to know what is possible to do in art, instead of having like blinds in front of your face, blinds of praise of people around you telling you like, yeah, you're the best artist in the school or in the classroom or whatever. Fuck, I hope that I didn't depress you with this video. I I swear that it was going to be kind of a motivational video, not this. So I hope that first you don't feel offended, and second that you don't want to just like surrender your art forever now. Again, all these points are things that I faced when I was growing up as an artist, and I think that I still face some of them. So I hope that sharing them is useful. That's it for me, guys. Thank you very much for watching this video till the end. Leave me a like if it was useful, and of course subscribe if you want more content like this. I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.